Good morning, everyone. This is Bremster, and today I'm going to continue my journey with Alexplorer, the character I created to do the entire World of Warcraft journey. And I have just completed Blasted Lands. In the previous session, I did a lot of Badlands and all of Blasted Lands in its original version. And then I did a tour of Ashara, and now I am parked in Astrana because what I did is I traveled to, because I'm doing all of this on the ground, I traveled to the flight point in southern Felwood, and now I'm going to fly back there and I'm going to start picking up quests. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fly to the Emerald Sanctuary, and then I'm going to start. I should have collected my mail. So keen to get to Felwood. So yes, it's not a challenge like everyone is doing different challenges on YouTube at the moment. This isn't a challenge. This is just playing through the World of Warcraft story as it currently exists. And there have been challenges along the way. I'm limiting myself mostly to ground mounts. I've done entire sessions where I haven't touched a flying mount at all. There have been some times where I've used a flying mount to get out of something I've fallen into, or it's like, okay, there's been a bug, or there's been a situation where I need to get back to somewhere that's been a little bit of a limit. And rather than use a 7-minute flight point to go somewhere which is like 30 seconds flight away, I'm actually just going to fly under my own power. I do have the ability to do dragon riding, but I've never done dragon riding, so I'm not even looking at that. I'm not going to look at that until at least my on this character for a very, very long time. I'm going to limit myself to normal things. There apparently is a vendor in this zone that will give me, I don't know where Sienna is as a vendor. Not here, I assume. But apparently Sienna sells a Sylvan short bow. But it's time to pick up some quests. So, Grazzle. We are the last of the Firbolg race. The Timbermore tribe remains uncorrupted. Yet we face the same hostility from outsiders. Most believe that it is not possible that there could actually be Firbolg that escaped the corruption. Angry at those that strive to make enemies too quickly, my brethren now attack any that draw near. They trust no one. But perhaps if you strive to make your presence peaceful with them, they might look upon you as an ally. The Firbolg village to the south is the home of the Deadwood tribe, sworn enemies of the Timbermore. They are corrupted and foul like so many others, driven mad by the taint of these woods. Something unusual has occurred near the village, though. Travelers coming here have said the totem next to the road has spoken to them. I have heard nothing every time I approach it. Perhaps it will speak to you, Alexplorer. Maybe you can find out what's going on for me.
Congratulations.
Ishnuala.
At this lake, the crystal of Zin Malor was stolen by the Highborn. The crystal was a powerful artifact that bent arcane magic in wild and unpredictable ways. But it could only be held by the worthy and brought doom upon all others. The spirits that wander here span generations, each shackled here by Zin Malor. Some will speak and tell their fates. Should you wish to learn the fate of Zin Malor, seek the spirit at the center of the lake. Oh, in Winterspring.
Congratulations.
It's going to be a while before I get to Winterspring.
How may I help?
Cleansing of this forest has been a grueling process. For every success we have achieved, a new challenge has arisen. The Jadefire Satyr have been a constant nuisance. They seek to corrupt the forest just as we seek to cleanse it. Now we have taken steps to begin eradicating them from Felwood entirely. Travel to Jadefire Glen to the west and rid the forest of their presence. You'll find the entrance just north of the walls of Deadwood Village. Look for their vile banners. Jadefire Satyrs, like I mentioned in the last session, you would kill Satyrs. I think they were the Fellfire Satyrs. In Ashara, you would kill Jadefire Satyrs in Felwood, was the other source of Fellcloth. The sickening corruption of demons pervades this entire forest. The soil, the trees, the animals, all grow thick with fell magics. We of the Emerald Circle have sworn to cleanse this forest, and doing so requires a constant battle. While some life here can still be healed, The bears and wolves that wander nearby have been twisted too far. We must end their suffering and ensure their bodies do not spread the taint further. Hunt the bears and wolves and return to me with their hides.
Ancestors watch over you.
Look at me, cleaning taint. Bears, you say? This quest would have originally been to cleanse a bunch of wolves and a bunch of bears, but then they just made it wolves and bears and gather pelts from either. The drop chances do feel a little high. Ooh, Dreamfoil and Grom's Blood available here. That's kinda neat. So I wonder if that means I will be getting thorium in this zone, which would be neat as well. Let's go hand in the tainted stuff before I talk to the totem. That's a cool looking totem. I must have the pelts to purge them of the leftover demon essence. I will see these are burned swiftly and safely, Alexplorer. You have my thanks.
May the eternal sun shine.
And a bunch of appearances gained. Excellent. And I'm on my Felfire beast. If I'm in Felwood, I may as well try and be one of them. You, yes, you. I have chosen you, human, as my champion. You will do the work of Roombo. You, wanderer, bow before the might of Roombo. Can I actually do that while I'm in this quest mode? No. Great god of the Timbermore tribe, hear my will. The evil Deadwood tribe, I can zoom out a little and get a better view. The evil Deadwood tribe lives in the village behind me. They are big jerks. I mean, they sully my name with their wicked misdeeds. They persecute my Chelish Timbermore tribe and hurt them. I demand you inflict my justice. Defeat the Deadwood, and I will give you my favor. Yes, the favor of Roombo. Roombo hungers. The Deadwood jerks have stolen all their honey from the Timbermore tribe. We saw, Roombo saw them do it. Now Roombo must have that honey. Take this stick. Yes, this stick. Take this stick and use it to steal the honey from the beehives in Deadwood Village. Roombo must have as much honey as possible. This is vital. The honey did not used to be here before. This is a very different looking Deadwood village to what it was before the Cataclysm. They have vamped this up a lot. It used to have some of these wood logs with the deadwood, but the fences and all of this, the palisades did not exist. And people would just run around here farming rep all the time because the mobs would not give 20. Ooh. The mobs would not give 20 rep. Nowhere near that much. They would give way less than that. I got an elemental raiment. Which it says is worth 25,000, but I don't believe it. I mean, it probably is if it sells, but it will never sell. And the thing is, killing these things is always worth it because you get rep for them. I don't know when the rep grind would stop, but I'm trying to get rep with Timbermore Hold, which... as you can see up here, is low. Keep your rep low. Oh, you gotta keep your rep low. Actually, you don't want to keep your rep low. I got bees. Jump in water to get them off. Okay. I imagine if I was lower level, they would hurt.
Congratulations.
But they're not low enough level to worry. But I like that you can get a debuff while doing this quest. That's very clever. So they're only doing 1 damage to me and I have thousands of health. So I could pretty much ignore them. But as I said, at lower levels, that would have been a huge problem. Still just mithril here by the look of it, which is a bit sad. A sharp sword, a sharp sword, short sword, sharp sword. Man, I can't say that. Sharp sword, sharp, short sword, sharp, short. That's really hard to say. Sharp, short sword. That'd be a good practice kit, wouldn't it? What did you get? I got a sharp short sword. See, I did it that time. Oh, those bees were really angry. They were doing 2 damage.
Congratulations.
You can see the rip going up slowly. Yeah, mithril, mithril. Everything is mithril. But yeah, I don't know the revamp of this zone. I have no idea what's going to be added or subtracted. It worked. Yes, the will of Rumbo has been carried out. You have done well, creature. You may have these shiny coins. Rumbo can smell whether you have honey or not. Honey, delicious honey. Well done, ugly creature. You may put the honey down right there. No, to the left. Yes, just leave it there. You have done well, human. Rumbo is pleased by your bravery and the delicious honey you have given Rumbo. Now you must dance. Now you must dance. Yes, dance for Rumbo. Dance. Do a silly dance for Rumbo. Oh. Don't call me dummy. What? Oh. Rumbo's secret discovered. It's a Timbermore cub. There were 2 Timbermore cubs inside Rumbo. Burley and Drizzle. Shh, I can hear you, dummy. Don't call me dummy. Oh, now they can see us. Run! Those 2 brats, I should have known. They were smart enough to hush whenever I went to examine the totem. I'll be sure to find them and drag them back to Timbermore Hold by the ears. Thank you for looking into it. We are the last of the Furbolg race. Timbermore tribe remains uncorrupt. Ah, yes, okay. Feathers for Grazzle. While you have proven yourself to me, you may need to continue to work toward proving yourself to the suspicious brethren of my tribe. To that end, I may be able to continue assisting you. Some of the Deadwood Furbolgs wear a distinctive headdress that may be used as a means of proof in thinning their numbers. Bring me a feather from any headdresses you acquire. For every set of 5 you bring me, you will earn recognition amongst the Timbermore. Now, the interesting thing was, these guys did not give much rep at all when killing them. Like, they weren't giving 20 each. They would give like 2, maybe 5, and then it dropped very, very significantly. And then eventually the leaders would give you like 5 or 10. And it got very quickly to the point where it was only the feather hand-in that would give you the rep, and you needed to get to neutral to be able to go through Timbermore Hold, because the way into Winterspring is through Timbermore Hold. Now it looks like, now you can see here, I'm already neutral. I'm already neutral with Timbermore Hold, so doing the quest down here now allows you to walk through Timbermore Hold, but that wasn't always the case. It used to be the case that you'd have to grind for an hour or so to even unlock the ability to get into, to get to neutral, so that you wouldn't get attacked on the way to Winterspring. But getting to Winterspring is now just do a couple of quests and you're now on your way to Winterspring. And there'll be more. Like, I expect I'm going to be friendly just by doing 1 run of these and the quests up the top. Like, that's almost guaranteed. Because they realized some of the classic quest grinds were just terrible. Although they love putting quest grinds into retail. So something's broken. This should be going into quest. Yes, they're going to quest. But the fact that these mobs are still giving 20 rep each while I'm neutral feels very, very different. I just want to get up to 10 headdress feathers. But the fact that I'm getting, like, for 10 kills, I'm getting 200 rep on top of that. is just crazy. Like, this rep bar filling up this fast is just not a thing that happened. And I did have to grind to, well, didn't have to, but I did grind to Exalted in vanilla because there were a couple of items that were, including patterns, that were very valuable. So I have no idea how many hours I spent doing that grind. It would have been a lot. Even in this version of the game, the grind to Exalted would take a bit, but nowhere near as much as it used to. Because you used to grind the Furbolgs in Winterspring. And, oh my lord. Because the Timbermoor have enemies in Winterspring as well. And that got me to more than 10 feathers. But there will be more, so that's fine. But I can do one hand in, which is a nice place to be. Am I using Fellstalker? Makes sense. Oh, that's right. I was going to go do the Jade Fire, and I didn't. And I should. And probably go in from the north. Probably. All of these palisades did not exist. So these area delineation markers and everything were not here. Like, you would just walk to an area and there would be the mobs would just start being there. So they've definitely done a lot of work. So I'm back in Deadwood Village. Okay. So they've definitely done a lot of work to... Oh, I remember this place was a real pain to get to. And I think I've come the wrong way as well. Oh no, it's in here. Okay. Here's Jadefire Glen. This was one of the... Yeah. These guys are dropping silk, but and apparently mage weave, but I get the feeling they could still drop fellcloth. Or apparently Arachneidon footpads of the Aurora.
Congratulations.
No rep from these guys. Blizzard were never nice enough to put the really valuable drop on the same mobs that gave rep. Like, you needed to come here to farm rep from the Furbolgs or the rare drops from the Satyr. But you never got rep from Satyr or the rare drops from the Furbolg. No. That never happened in the game. It was always, you need to farm these for one thing and these for another thing and these for another thing. And it was like, oh, good lord. And you'd have to farm the oozes if you wanted the pet. And there was so much farming in Felwood. But it's still a really nice zone. I mean, it's not pretty, And the other interesting thing is, I'll bet you there's actually quite a few players who are sort of flying over this zone or doing things in this zone, but I'd never see them because they will be flying from place to place. So they're never near on the ground. So they'd always be up there. So how much rep do I get for handing in feathers? A lot. 2,000. So yeah, the rep grind now is ridiculous. The Emerald Circle thanks you, Alexplorer. If we all work together here, we can purge these demons from our midst.
Farewell.
The Emerald Circle is sworn to accept the help of any who wish to fight the demons of Felwood. Though my people have long shunned the arcane, we cannot afford to deny ourselves such advantage here. Arcanus Delaris, a surviving highborn mage, helps us battle the Jade Fire Satyr. Follow the road to the north, and you will find her at our encampment overlooking the ruins of Constellus. If you wish to help cleanse Felwood, follow her requests as you have mine.
Congratulations.
Okay. I can do that. Perhaps. But yes, riding along this road, you did a lot. Like, oh my lord, so much. Because you go north to get the quest, and then you'd ride south to do the quest, and then you'd ride north to hand it in, and they'd send you back, so you'd ride south, and then you'd ride north again. It was like, so much moving along this road. And then they added pets and stuff to farm in here, and rare spawns, and there's so much in Felwood. It doesn't look like a very detailed zone, but there used to be a lot in Felwood, and then they mixed it up, and there's still a lot in Felwood, I imagine. I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just a heck of a zone. But these never used to be camps. The Emerald Circle strives to heal the wounded land of Felwood, although the land is named for the very thing that has corrupted it. We hope that one day we will be able to eradicate the corruption from this land.
Elune light your path.
Elune adore.
There's little time for talk, Paladin. The druids fight valiantly against the satyr, but fell sorcery blocks their path. Luckily, I have a plan. The satyr hide their corrupt moonwell behind an impenetrable barrier of demonic fire. Their forces must have some way of getting through it. Interrogating the satyr will be useless, but the imps they consort with will be easily swayed. I have a specific one in mind as well. In the foothills to the east, a lone imp has been seen wandering, far from other demons. He should prove easy pickings. Weaken him with combat. Oh no. And then use this enchanted sack to capture him. Then I'll do the talking.
Farewell.
Weaken him in combat. Ladies and gentlemen, time to get naked. Ah, the oozes of Felwood. We'll talk about those in a minute.
It's not ready. Congratulations.
I have an imp in my sack. Why are you looking at me like that? I have an imp in my sack. So the oozes of Felwood, not so much the cursed oozes, it was the... jade oozes, I think it is. We will find out when I get further north. They would drop oozing bags, and in the oozing bags there was a chance at a disgusting oozling pet. Lucy says, do you have to fly around like such an idiot? He sold me out. He sold me out. Get me out of here. It smells like elves.
I am listening.
Imps are creatures of deception, with so many of them spotted at Shadowlurk Ridge. I'm positive something is being hidden there. Our little friend will tell us exactly how to find it, if he doesn't want to go back in the sack. Back in the sack.
May the stars guide you.
Yeah, your stuck-up mage friend here hit it on the nose. The imps over at Shadowlurk Ridge are hiding the key to the Satyr's barrier in the nether. It's right there, but you can't see it or touch it unless you're shifted. I guess you're out of luck, though, because only imps can phase shift, so you should just close your eyes, turn around, and let me go. It was just a joke. Don't hurt me. I'll need slime from the cursed oozes around these ruins. Bring me enough to cover you from head to toe. Meanwhile, it is time for me to go to my pet journal and go ooze and summon the disgusting oozling. Now, does this disgusting oozling still give a debuff? It does. It reduces all of your resistances if you have this pet out, which is just awesome. It's like you got this pet and it was like, it gives you a negative. So you couldn't use it in most circumstances because it would actually make your character worse. Bloodforged Helmet of the Fire Flash. Oh, I do have this look, but I have it from something else. I'm getting cursed ooze. More cursed ooze. But I farmed the oozes in Fellwood for a solid week to get not one, but 2 disgusting oozlings. One for me and one for Felinae. And I farmed them on my feral druid, if I remember correctly. Because I played a feral druid for a while back in vanilla. It was okay. It was okay fun. You got that slime? Oh, good. You're back. Don't leave me alone with her. She's crazy. Give me that. I'll have you seeing the invisible in no time. I've added a drop of my very own essence to the ooze. Look for a glowing sigil to the west at the edge of Shadowlurk Ridge. Stand on it. Concentrate and pour this stuff all over yourself. It should really be enough. It should be enough to shift you into the nether and let you see what's really there. You won't be alone. The Satyr's treasure is being guarded by the biggest Voidstalker they could summon. Defeat him, and the treasure is yours. And come back in one piece, or this crazy broad's going to fry me. And the disgusting oozling makes me look green anyway because it's the debuff from the oozling. Okay, how do I get up here? Oh, how do I get up here? The answer for most people is fly. But I want to try and figure out there's the mark of Titch. Use the phased potion at the sigil of Tichondrius. Okay. And now what? Oh. And there's the Voidwalker. I'm now in a different realm. I've got to get a chip. Hey, Volus. You got to go boom.
Congratulations.
And he dropped a fellcloth. Can you hear me in there, Alexplorer? Do you have the claw? I don't know who's talking to me. The claw of Tichondrius. You hold a piece of the very demon that led the Legion to these woods, Alexplorer. Better for it to be in our hands than the satyr. Hold still, I'm going to pull you back into our plane and make sure you and the claw arrive here safely.
Hello.
With the claw, we're ready to break through the Jadefire's defenses. Head into the ruins to the northwest. Beyond the front line of the satyr, you find a narrow pass heading to their compound Moonwell. An enormous wall of demonic flame bars the path, but the claw of Tichondrius should be unable to dispel it. Beyond the barrier, you will find the leader of these forces, Zavathrus, guarding the corrupted Moonwell. Slay him once you are through, and I will get a Demon Smasher, which I will promptly not use.
Be careful. Goddess bless you.
It's time for the final push against the Jadefire. If you are prepared to break through their foul barrier and bring the fight to their leader, I'd also ask your help against the lesser satyr. Our druids fight ferociously, but your strength can help turn the battle. Show the Jadefire that their power will no longer hold sway over these lands.
Go in peace.
I'm not getting any oozing bags. Honk hammer. There's purple lotus here? I mean, I suppose it's an elvish ruin, so that kind of makes sense, but...
Congratulations.
Okay, that was a bit pretty quickly too. Aha! I defeat your firewall. How are the druids fighting in here if they couldn't get past the firewall? I'm very confused. You used to have to really struggle to get your way up here.
Congratulations.
Coming up here and clearing all the mobs, because Zavathrus was a stealth mob who would wander around here. So you'd be clearing your way, and then all of a sudden Zavathrus would add to the fight, and it was like, oh no. It's like, no. No one ever uses the disgusting oozling pet because of the negative effect of it. But I farmed it up here in Felwood. I'll show you exactly where. But I'm not there yet. I'm pretty close. But it would have been 18 years ago I farmed up this pet. Before storing pets in a pet journal was even a thing. When every pet took up a bank slot. That's why people only ever had one mount. Because mounts took up bag slots as well. There was no journal. They were items that you had to carry.
Peace be with you.
A few of the remaining satyr have fled into the deeper woods, but they have taken heavy losses. Good job,
May the
Alexplorer.
stars guide you. Ishnu Allah.
See what can get done with a little cooperation. I get by with a little help from my friends. I make sure the claw is given to people responsible enough to contain such things, assuming it can't be destroyed.
Farewell.
Before you go, I have taken advantage of my alone time with Imsy here to learn some interesting facts about imps. Specifically, he ended up telling me the one thing that all imps fear most, something they're absolutely terrified of. I thought that sounded useful as well as interesting, so I've done some basic conjuring. This prism will project an image of, well, what Imsy described. Shadowlurk Ridge is still swarming with imps. Why don't you go test their reaction for me? Use Delaris's prism to terrify 20 Jadefire
May the
imps.
stars guide you.
What's the quest reward? A rainbow generator, which I have. So I've obviously done this quest to get the toy. The cultists you saw guarding the claw were members of the Shadow Council, foul warlocks behind nearly every attempt to bring demons into Azeroth. North of here is Jadamar, named in worship of Kil'jaeden himself. Deep beneath it stretches Shadow Hold. Oh man, Shadow Hold. Probably the biggest non-dungeon complex underneath the ground in Classic. A former Barrow Den and the Shadow Council's own stronghold on Azeroth. Take these herbs north into Wildheart Point, on the east side of the road. Galetta Moosehoff will need them for her plan to purify Shadow Hold for good.
Goddess,
And probably one of the reasons why I absolutely adore Fellwood, because I remember some real-life friends and I who used to play WoW together. With Fell, we did a 4-man journey into Shadow Hold, and a lot of it was soloable, but we did 4 people. We went into Shadow Hold, and we spent a couple of hours in there, I expect, because we were a little under level, and oh man, we spent so much time. So down here, I think there's going to be Jade Oozes. No, that's still Cursed Oozes. They may have changed it. But I'm pretty certain that it was around this lake that I did some farming. So the oozes would spawn. Maybe I'm a little still too far south. No, I'm too far south. It's the lake just up past this ridge. But I'm not going that far. Not yet, anyway. This is Wildheart Point. And there is a Hippogriff Master here. Wow, having multiple Hippogriff Masters is awesome. There is an innkeeper here. I will set... I will set my hearth here.
Winds be at your back.
And then I'll delete my hearthstone.
You wish to speak?
Greetings, Paladin. What brings you here?
Winds be at your
Just
back.
what I was expecting. With these herbs, our preparations for Jadenar are nearly ready.
Ancestors watch over.
We must prepare carefully before assaulting Jadenar. The magic of the warlocks and demons within Jadenar is strong, and we will need wards of our own before entering. We only need one more ingredient, Crying Violet, which grows in the hills near the enemy's stronghold to the northwest. Gather the Crying Violet, and then meet my assistant in the field. He will know what to do
Walk
next.
with the earth.
Ishnu Allah.
The Shadow Council perpetuates the corruption of this land. At Jadenar in the northwest, they worship the demons of the Burning Legion and work to open the path for their masters to return to this world. Pay attention to these quests if you're watching, because this is going to be relevant going into the next expansion, the Burning Crusade. The grounds are patrolled by Jadenar hounds, guardians, adepts, and cultists, thugs that act as lookouts for the more vile forces beneath. They will be the first to die, so that these forests may no longer suffer.
Be careful.
The Burning Legion is going to be something that you hear a lot about when I move into Burning Crusade. I wonder why it's called Burning Crusade and the Burning Legion may have something to do with it. Coincident, do you think? Ah, Tainted Oozes is what they were called. These things. Killed lots and lots of these things. Over and 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 over. And it was basically around the river to the north and these pools. But I think it was around the river to the north where I got the drop for Hell. I don't remember where I got mine. It was just on a farming run and it was like I was finally done. It was like, okay, I can leave here now. But I spent, it might have been 3 or 4 days at like 6 hours a day just farming these oozes. And they may not even drop anymore, to be honest. I don't know. Because you'd have to farm for the bags, which weren't common, and then in the bags there was a rare drop of see, this isn't the entrance to the main place, I don't think. Been a while. I thought the main entrance was at the back. This place is huge. And confusing. Oh, I didn't do the terrifying of the imps down the south. I need to go back and do that.
Congratulations.
This is the corrupted Moonwell. And you would come up here and you'd have to gather the corrupted water and then purify it. So you'd then have to take it to a non-corrupted Moonwell and purify the water, and then you'd have to come back, and it was like, oh man, so much traveling. And I know I'm supposed to do the hand in back there, but I want to go do the imps. I forgot to do the imps to do. I forgot to do the imps to do. I forgot to do the imps to do. I forgot. People must think I'm crazy. Because people are normally observant and clever. How is everyone this morning? There's a few people watching now. I mean, it's probably evening for most of you, but... Oh, good luck with that, Eric. That sounds moderately unpleasant. Belle and I need to build a bed today.
Congratulations.
Present edge. I never got into video game snooker, which is a bit weird. I definitely got into video game golf for a long time. There was a golf game, I think it was on the Nintendo 64, that I played a lot.
I am listening.
It may have been earlier than the Nintendo 64. But there was a golf game on some system that I played. No, it must have been Nintendo 64 that I just, that I can't even remember which one it was. I don't think it was Mario Golf. It may have been that I just played a lot. I see their eyes are open. Delaris smiles with bemusement. Maybe I'll keep MC around after all. He's got a lot to teach me.
A Shah fell out.
And I got a rainbow generator, which I already know. So I just destroy that. And the rainbow generator is... does that. It generates a rainbow between you and someone else. And this is where it comes from. I even love the music in Felwood. It's got this deep, impactful rumble. It's like, oh no, what's going on here? I don't even know if these can drop the using bags anymore. have to admit, I've got almost no interest in playing golf games anymore, but I have no problems with them. I've really enjoyed them in the past, so go for it. Like, if it's something that you think you'd enjoy, absolutely jump in on that thing. Where? Oh, he's hiding over there. Ooh.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
So that sort of mob didn't appear originally in Classic. It was added in the Burning Crusade expansion. And it was a mount, and I'm trying to remember what they're called. Nether rays. So that's basically the same look as the mob I just killed.
Hello.
When you feel the evil that taints the very ground, Paladin, comes from deep down within the shadow hold. Unchecked, it will swallow everything in its path.
Till next we
Have
meet.
you found the crying violet yet, Alexplorer? We need them quickly.
Be careful.
Wonderful. Greta chose wisely when she asked you to perform this task. I will work the herbs immediately.
Alone light your path.
Good, Alexplorer. With their numbers weakened, we can soon begin our assault on the forces deep within Shadowhold.
Goddess, watch over me.
The flowers you brought me were the essential ingredient. Protective barriers around Shadowhold, projected from demonic braziers. If we are to drive the Shadow Council from Felwood, then those braziers must be extinguished. This vial has been infused with crying violet and the magic of the wilds. Fill it at the corrupted moonwell in the center of Jadenar and return to me.
May the stars
That you used to have to fill it at this location and then take it to a moonwell, I think in Winterspring? But no, it was back in Ashenvale. And then after doing it in purifying it in Ashenvale, I think it was. Or actually, was it Ashara? It was somewhere. You'd then have to come back and it's like,
you here.
do you have the waters from the corrupted moonwell?
Good luck, friend.
This will do nicely, Alexplorer.
Alone light your path.
With their outer sentries gone, the greater members of the Shadow Council are next. Deep within the corrupted barrow dens, you'll find powerful Jadenar warlocks, hunters, enforcers, dark weavers, and legionnaires. They must be defeated if these lands are to be saved. And you used to have to kill like 6 of each or 10 of each. Now it's just 12 of any of them.
Goddess, watch over me.
The Jade Fire Satire that have overrun so much of Felwood work directly with the Shadow Council. These Satyr answer directly to the ancient and powerful Prince Zvalis. Some say that he is the son of Xavius, the first Satyr, blessed by Sargeras himself. Whatever his nature, he must die if we to scatter the Jade Fire and reclaim our barrow dens. Journey deep into Shadowhold and slay him. Show him no mercy. He will have none for you.
Be careful. Till next we meet.
The braziers are spread throughout Shadowhold. Enter the tunnel into Shadowhold and follow it through the underground passageway. Douse each of the brazier's flames and the protections of the council has set up Douse each of the brazier's flames and the protections the council has set up will fall for at least a short period of time.
May the stars guide you.
And in we go into one of the largest areas. Like this little, small, unassuming tunnel. Unless they've changed it, this place is huge. I remember coming in here the first time. It's like, oh, okay, it's just one of these little tunnels. And it's like, it just kept going and going and going. What? Prince Xavius is here? That's not deep. The demons begin to fall. Take heed, Paladin. You will find even strong foes deeper within Shadowhold. Moor and Salia are the personal servants of Shadow Lord Feldan. Do not be deceived by them. These foul succubi use their wiles and foul magic to draw mortals deep into Shadowhold. Those in their grasp undergo brainwashing or are sacrificed by Feldan to his demonic masters. The two fighters won and are never found apart, making them a considerable threat. Proceed further into Shadowhold and slay them. And I don't remember which way is the correct way down. Because this place is huge. I don't think there's anywhere else in the game that is quite like it, because you get this ring. And, like, this room is kind of unique. I don't think there's anywhere else like it. Coming into the room with the switchback. Yep. I'm pretty certain there's nowhere else in the game that is even vaguely like the patterned white bandit mask. Okay.
Congratulations.
Well, there's the two sisters. And this is following the trend.
Congratulations.
Another demonic menace gone. It is time to find their master. Shadow Lord Feldan awaits further in the depths, Alexplorer. His wrath will be unmatched now that you have slain his beloved pets. Even without Mura and Salia at his side, he is a terrible force to be reckoned with. Beware his dark powers. He is nearly more demon than orc by now. Because this area was always full of mobs, and while I'm just wandering through, like, you can see the size of this place. While I'm wandering through at speed, because everything is one-shottable, this used to be a really slow progression. And there'd be patrols through here, and oh man, it was just... So you gotta wonder if, I mean, you were to take a screenshot of that, how many people, first of all, it's a bit phallic, isn't it? But if you were to take a screenshot of that, how many people would recognize where you are?
Congratulations.
Shadow Council is broken. One task remains. Only one final power remains lurking in the depths of Shadowhold now. Lord Bane Hollow. The Shadow Council here serves his whims, and even Feldan was a mere instrument for him to prepare this land for another invasion of the Burning Legion. Proceed carefully, Alexplorer. A Dreadlord is a terrifying foe. Stand tall and triumph. And the thing is, you'd get this far and you could solo to here and then find out you couldn't continue, so you'd have to leave and find a group. And then you'd come back, but you'd have to kill all these mobs again, because in order to get past these things, you'd have to get... Oh man, it was so hard to do these quests. These just look weird. See what I mean about the size of this place? It is absolutely insane. There's this tiny little entryway. And there's no other area that looks quite like this in the entire game. And I've got to figure out how to get up over there. How do I get up over there? Oh, there's a bridge. What? Oh, there's a bridge right here. Okay. That looked like a wall from the perspective I was at. Look at it, this place is just huge.
Congratulations.
And there's this entire area here. With absolutely nothing here. And nothing like this in the game. Anywhere else. It is unique to here. And my portal is gone. The question is, if I kill him again, will it resummon the portal? Yes. Looks like the cultists had their eyes on the druids. You can see Wild Heart point through the swirling portal. Stepping through it will take one-way trip back to the camp. How cool is this? So, it doesn't look like... Oh, I missed one of the braziers. So that was really dumb of me. So let's do that again, because I missed one of the braziers. This is what happens when you're not paying attention and you're focusing more on telling stories and nostalgia than you are on the task at hand. Happens when you get old. Forgive the old people in your life. They're just happy to be there. I don't even know what the Australia Cup is. But you've got this unassuming little entrance into this really big... And the thing is, there's no ghost mushrooms or anything down here either. It's... And there's the brazier I missed, right in the first room.
Congratulations.
Royal Melbourne Golf Club. Couldn't even tell you where that is. Unless it's the one at Albert Park, which is possible. But I couldn't tell you for sure.
I am honored.
The cleansing of Shadow Hold would take much time and effort, but without your defeat of the Shadow Council, it would not be possible at all. Thank you, Alexplorer.
Goddess watch over
Moonbow has been added. That's a cool looking bow. I like it.
Elune be with you.
Truly incredible, Alexplorer. To journey within the very lair of evil here and slay every fiend that stands before you. I'm overwhelmed. The Emerald Circle thanks you for your work here in Felwood. As for Andalar, we will send scouts to rescue him at once. He shall have a hero's welcome.
Good
Who?
luck, friend.
Oh, the guy at the door. Oh, there used to be a guy in a cage in Shadowhold and you have to escort him out. That seems to be gone.
The winds guide you.
With the braziers gone, the druids of the Emerald Circle can enter Shadowhold and clear out the last of the cultists. In time, may even be used as a barrow den, as the barrow den it once was. You have my thanks, Alexplorer. Please take this reward.
May the eternal sun shine upon thee.
Emerald Orb. Ooh, a new
Can I
quest.
assist you?
While we dealt with the Jadenar, I sent a friend of mine north to the Blood Venom Post, or to Blood Venom Post. We used to have infrequent visits from the Tauren there. They have stopped coming as of late. My friend, Kelnir Leafsong, is here to return. Would you travel north to check on her and the situation at Blood Venom? Should you find her, do be aware. Dryads like her tend to strike other races as a bit odd.
May the stars guide you.
Congratulations.
So she's not an even-keeled Dryad, then. Tainted oozes. Yep, farming around this lake and along the river. So much farming. And what's weird, there's a mob in the middle of the lake. There's a mob in the middle of the lake. I don't remember this big worm at all in the middle of the lake. But now it's dead.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Oh, hi. Did Father send you? I'm so happy he remembered. Blood venom posters all overrun with awful slime thingies. And this poor Tauren is the only one left. I've got to help him.
Is there trouble?
This poor fellow here barely escaped blood and feather post with his life. If we're going to keep him from turning into a slime creature like all the others, we've got to treat the infection. Mushrooms like to grow near the bright green waters around here, like a pond to the east beneath the falls. Most of them are no good. I need you to collect the bright green glowing ones. If I have those, I'll be able to whip something tasty to help this poor Tauren. Don't take too long now.
Greetings.
This all started with Winner Hazard. He was a forsaken apothecary at Blood Venom Post, researching ways to use the demonic ooze here against the Alliance. We warned her she was going too far, but she didn't listen, and we did not act fast enough. Now her and everyone at Blood Venom Post are nothing more than mindless slime creatures. The disgusting oozes she used for this still roam near the pools to the east and south. I beg you, Paladin, destroy them so that others cannot commit such evil.
Be careful.
I'm gathering up mushrooms. Blood venom. So yeah, it was along this river. It was basically just down here that I got Felinay's disgusting oozling.
I need a target.
I don't even know that they can drop anymore. Oozing bags used to be slightly more common than this, I thought. So it's possible they have been removed. But these blood venom slime slaves did not exist. All of the stuff around here was oozes until you hit the Horde City just over here. But yes, it was just in there that I got Felinay's disgusting oozling. At a time that we were running Naxxramas, I remember. The Ongar has been... Oh, there he is. I vaguely remember this. I think this was a rare spawn that's actually existed the whole time.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Hail.
My rage quells at the news. Perhaps I will find it easier to rest and heal now. Maybe my stomach will settle as well. Ugh.
Go in peace.
What is nature's call?
Remember, it's the bright green glowing ones.
Hi.
Most people think the green glow is demonic corruption, but if you've got an eye for shades and hues like me, you can tell it's the energies of the Emerald Dream. These little guys aren't being corrupted by the waters. They're doing their best to purify it. Now we'll mash them up and make a nice yummy paste for Mr. Torin to eat and feel all better.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Mr. Terran here's told me a lot about what happened at Bloodvenom Post. He says Winter Hazard is still there. She's pretty far gone, but what's left of her is making a bunch of new slime. We've got to stop it. Luckily, I have a plan. Yay! Mr. Torin said Winner used to have a kitten. She fed it corrupted slime water and it ran off into the woods. I saw something lurking to the southeast just past Bloodvenom Tower, but it sure was bigger than a kitten. Go see if Kitty has a tag.
What brings you here?
I'm glad I was staying just a little off to the side, but yay for being vomited on by a Tauren. What quest is being marked? The ruins of... Yeah, I don't want to do the... Focus on that one, please. Ooh, tainted ooze. They're not dropping bags. I don't think they can anymore. Such a shame. Can you see the kitten? I can see the kitten. That's a kitten. I'm gonna go pet the kitten.
Congratulations.
There's another kitten. Who dropped 2 items. I'm wondering if mine was Mario Golf on the N64. I still have all my N64 games in their original boxes and everything out in the garage. I could go check.
Hi.
Did you find the kitten?
Is there trouble?
Poor little kitty, suffering out there in the woods for so long. You did a good thing for it, Alexplorer, and probably for all the travellers it's been eating. This tag will be handy.
What is nature's call?
When it's hooked tight into the source of the slime itself, at the very back of Bloodvenom Post to the west, she makes sure it keeps flowing and keeps her safe. But if you can get her attention, take the ear tag and show it to Winner. If there's even a little, tiny bit of her left, maybe it'll get through. Maybe her regret for her poor lost kitty will come to the surface and she'll feel sorry for just one more time. One more time. I know that's not how it goes. And come out of the slime. Out of the slime. Then maybe you can kill her and stop the slime. Yay!
How may I aid you?
Could you just please... excuse me, I'm still a little... in my stomach. If you're going to Bloodvenom Post to the west, could you please... just put what's left of my friends out of their misery. Go right now, for your own good.
Ancestors watch over you.
I thought cows had 2 stomachs. I know, Taurens aren't cows.
target.
Kitty! Kitty! I'm so sorry, Kitty! Come back! Don't leave me like this!
Congratulations.
I don't remember. I don't think I actually ever came to Blood Venom Post. This is a cool looking forge, isn't it? I don't think I ever came to Blood Venom Post when it was a Horde town. Oh my lord, look at that. This is not an area that you could ever have explored. Cool. Oh, and that's down into the waterfall area. This is where I was doing some questing earlier. Right, cool. But up here is the Horde town. That's really cool. I like that. But I was just curious about exploring, but I'm back where I started and now I'm on my ground mount. So I didn't actually gain anything, I just learned something. Awesome, Eric. Stop tracking that one, I don't care.
Well met.
Thank you, Paladin. I'm feeling much better now and can appreciate the news that those abominations are gone. You might still not want to stand too close, just in case.
Farewell.
The great.
Hooray! The forest will be safer now. You're such a hero, Alexplorer. With everything you've done for me and Mr. Torin and the trees and the animals and flowers, you deserve a reward. Yeah.
Hi.
You've been such a big help here. I'm going to stay here a while and look after poor Mr. Torin until he stops throwing up so much. Why don't you head north to Whisperwind Grove? It's really pretty there and all the druids are so friendly. You should tell Miss Puregrove I'm okay. She'll worry if I'm gone too long. She might ask you to help with her flowers too. So fun!
Congratulations.
He's in the Sudoku community. Wouldn't he make a chocolate cake? I don't like chocolate cake. Fruit cake I like.
I don't have a target.
The Leaf Song vest is pretty. And down here, first of all, there's rare spawns, but there's also pets. So there's something down here that used to be quite rare that people would farm, and I'm trying to remember what it is. But there's also a pet spawn down here that was the... Bell Flame, this one. I think comes from down here. Does it actually tell me that? No, this one comes from Shadow Moon Valley. Can I actually search from... Minfernal. This is the one. And apparently is really tricky to get. And I probably spent way too long trying to farm it. but this one comes from actually battling the pet. So you have to find a wild Minfernal and then fight the wild Minfernal and capture it. I know that pet battle capturing is a thing, and I haven't tried to do it in Battle for Azeroth yet. Ooh, banana bread is nice. People are allowed to like chocolate cake. I'm not saying they're not. It's just, it's a huge thing in the Sudoku community, and it's like, I'm not a fan of it. I mean, it's okay. It's wonderful to see this forest grow and flourish. I'd like to see chocolate cake made with the Hazella, which is a hazelnut chocolate. Like, it's like Nutella that we're using. That would be really nice. It's wonderful to see this forest grow and flourish. Every little bit we purify brings me so much joy.
Farewell.
Kelnir. Sometimes I wonder if her chatter drove all the other dryads away. But I'm glad she's safe. Welcome to Whisperwind Grove, Paladin. Hold peace in your heart, and you will find a home here.
Del Nadris.
I will hold peace in my heart and not remember the many, many thousands of things I have killed.
Good luck, friend.
I'd love so much to save every creature in the forest. But as you probably have seen, some are just too far gone. When we first founded Whisperwind Grove, the woods just to the south were full of beautiful coursers, majestic and gentle creatures. The corruption here hasn't made them violent, but they've wasted away to nearly nothing. Even if they were cleansed, they would know only pain and suffering. Please, Paladin, help to put them down for me.
Farewell. Goddess watch over you.
The larger animals are often too far corrupted to save, but you'd be surprised how hardy the little ones are. Take the squirrels, for example. After washing in corrupted water, they can spread illness far from the original source, but it's slow to affect the squirrels themselves. In fact, a simple washing will result in a clean squirrel and a safer forest. Here, take this bottle of cleaning mixture. Grab and scrub any squirrel you see in the woods to the south, and be thankful for it.
Del Nadris.
Now, there was a Kiana, who doesn't seem to be here either. Cooking supplies. Nope.
Go in peace.
Greetings.
Supplies!
Goodbye.
I am listening. May the stars guide you.
Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Ishnu what she said.
Greetings.
The protector breastplate doesn't have a sell price.
Good luck, friend.
Okay. There's Sienna. She is here,
Honored.
but doesn't have the item I'm looking for on her.
Be careful. Ishnu.
Or maybe. Does not have the item I'm looking for on her.
Good luck, friend.
Hello. Good luck, friend.
The wee druids shun the demonic powers infesting this land. It must still be confronted. Shatterscar Vale to the south seethes with corruption. The energies there are so chaotic that they manifest as violent entities, pure fell magic given form to lash out at all life. I've been keeping a close eye on these chaotic beasts and studying their strength. I need to make sure they are still weakening and with time. Weakening with time. Bring me the essences they drop, so I may ensure they are
Be
diminishing.
careful. May the stars
The
guide.
infernals that lurk in Shatterscar Vale are formidable, but not invincible. Much progress has been made in thinning their numbers. Destroying them is only part of the solution, however. I found that the stone that infernals are made of still contains large amounts of fell magic even after the infernal's death. The rumble of slain infernals now litters Shatterscar Vale, leaching its corruption back into the ground. If you could collect it and bring it to me, I would be
Be
grateful.
careful.
Peace, friend. Goodbye.
The first demons to set foot in this forest were infernals. Long ago, these powerful beings of stone and demonic fire fell from the sky to take this land for the Burning Legion. The charred craters of Shatterscar Vale to the south are where these infernals landed, and many still wander there. They are fierce foes. Killing them is both a worthy challenge and a noble cause. I offer reward for those who join the hunt. Return here afterwards.
Ancestors watch over you. Farewell.
The most fearsome demon in Shatterscar Vale is known as Crucius. Though many have hunted him over the years, destruction has only made him stronger. Time after time, warlocks have come to this forest and reanimated Crucius. He now lurks in the southeast, surrounded by demonic fire, awaiting any who come to try and claim his power. I will not have this corrupt cycle continue. Kill Crucius and bring his infernal core to me.
Goodbye.
That is a weird looking shield, isn't it?
My goods are of the highest quality. Farewell.
I am honored. I shall farewell.
I would say the right ratio of cake to icing would be like 10, maybe 12 parts cake, 1 part icing. Icing is a vague garnish. Look at me, I'm cleaning squirrels. That is a weird looking creature, isn't it? Possibly because somewhere on its body it was holding formidable braces. Don't know where it was keeping them. I'm a fruitcake person. Like, I'm also a bit of a fruitcake, but... So this is the nice thing about doing all of this and doing every quest and going through every zone and everything, having... Now that transmog is a thing, is I'm getting all of these transmog items. My goal isn't to get a complete set of transmog, because that would take tens of thousands of hours. Probably not that long, but a long time. It would be a full-time job. There's Needle.
Congratulations. It's too far away. Congratulations.
Can I get through here? I think I can. So I remember killing Crocius a lot when I was here farming for the this Minfernal. Because he was just there. He was like, well, let's just get him out of the way.
Congratulations.
There's a Minfernal, so they exist now. They weren't very common, was my understanding. Maybe they've upped the drop rate a little, I don't know. I mean, the best cake, in my opinion, is tiramisu. Because coffee. Coffee and cream. What could go wrong?
Congratulations. Congratulations.
I think there's another Minfernal. I need to figure out how to do pet battling again at some point, because I did enjoy it. But there's pets that are strong and weak versus other pets, and there's a good capture team. I used to have a really good capture team, which I think used the Terrible Turnip, because the Terrible Turnip had the ability that it wouldn't always kill. Because you don't want to kill the pet that you're trying to capture. It might have been the carrot. Was it the carrot or the turnip? It might have been the turnip. And it would knock it to 1 health but not kill it, and then you could use a capture on the next turn. It was one of the two. It's okay, Eric. If we all liked the same thing, the world would not be a good place.
Feel free to browse. That is what
Ishnu Allah. Good luck, friend.
Be wary with the essence. It is poisonous as it is powerful. Now you tell me. I can tell just from the size of these that the fell taint is healing. Slowly, but significantly. Thank you, Alexplorer. I assure these are properly purged.
Farewell.
Do be sure to pick up after your own kills as well.
May the stars guide.
It's good to see someone who cares about keeping the forest clean.
Farewell.
Thank you, Alexplorer.
What brings you here? Go in peace.
I thank you for hunting in my stead, Paladin. I found I must pace myself. Finding too much thrill in hunting demons is a dangerous path.
Be careful.
The core must be kept away from Shatterscar Vale. This foul chunk is what those warlocks sought year after year. I will protect it myself, or destroy it if possible, and ensure Crucius never rises again. I bet if I go back, he's right there, though.
Go in peace.
That is a weird-looking shield. Like, my favorite ice cream is pretty much cookies and cream. Actually, no, there used to be a honeycomb ice cream that was discontinued about 10 years ago. That was amazing. But and then there was a cookies and cream, which has recently been discontinued as well. But, you know, mostly I eat vanilla.
How may I help? Be careful.
Thank you, Alexplorer. They won't spread the corruption any further. There won't be in any pain
Good
either.
luck, friend.
Aren't they just adorable? There's vicious little stories that keep me going. I'll save this forest one squirrel at a time.
Del Nadris.
In a place like this, even something as simple as growing flowers and pulling weeds can require some heroic effort. The orchid lashes that grow on all sides of the grove are a sign of healing, but they're not flawless. Some of them do succumb to demonic corruption now and then. I found the best way to check is to just pull them up. If they're normal, they'll wander around a bit and reroute themselves. If they aren't, well, you better be ready for a fight.
Farewell.
I kind of like how these quests are all different. In Classic, it was all go collect something, go kill something. Go collect something, go kill something. Or just travel and talk to this person, travel and talk to this person, travel and talk to this person, travel and talk to this person. At least there's a lot more variety now. It would be nice if they could get some of the original feel with some of the... So the classic feel of progression, but with the new storytelling mechanics. I don't know how they could do that. I'm not clever enough.
Congratulations.
Oh, I've done them all. Yeah, I'm enjoying this new Felwood. I know I keep saying new. The original existed for about 5 or 6 years, probably 6 years, and then this version has existed for 14. But this is still feels like the new version.
What brings you here?
It's hard work, but it's so rewarding when you see them growing up big and strong. When they're not covered with demonic thorns, that is.
Good luck, friend.
know what? I'm going to equip those. I'm completely lost my transmog set. Did I save my transmog set? No, I didn't. Oh, nightly. Yes, I did.
Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
New quests. These people want to talk to me now.
I am honored.
Since reclaiming Jadefire Run from the Satyr, the Emerald Circle has sent many druids to begin the long task of cleansing the ruins. Last night, several of them were murdered by a night elf. The witnesses say it was a demonic hunter, crazed disciple of Illidan. A rare sight. No doubt he's gone mad with power, just like his master. I'll pay top bounty for proof of this murderer's death. He's been spotted just off the road to the north, in the valley beneath Jadefire Run.
Del Nadris.
What brings you here?
The ancient protectors of Iron Tree Woods to the north have been dead for years. The body is a grim symbol of the damage to these lands. Every season, we take the water from this moonwell and pour it on the ground before them, hoping it will nurture new life. If you'd like, you can deliver the water yourself. It is an excellent opportunity for reflection. Take this vial and fill it at the moonwell, and pour it at the very top of the small hill between the three ancients.
Good luck, friend.
So apparently big-name creators in the World of Warcraft community will often get characters named after them in the game. You will never see a Brem in-game. Not once. Never gonna happen. I'd much prefer... I mean, the problem is they could never do a Fel. They could possibly do a Fel and A, but you're never gonna see it, like... Because... Yeah, it's just never gonna happen. Fel deserves it, but won't get it because everything in the game is Fel. There's already so much Fel in the game. So there used to be water elementals around here that you'd have to kill. They're not here anymore. And again, those would be farmed to absolute oblivion because it was water elementals because the essence of water was quite valuable.
Congratulations.
Moonwell water quickly seeps into the ground with a soft glow. A few moments later, a rustling noise is heard, and a small sprout pops up before your eyes. The tiny sproutling shuffles around, motioning you towards the south. You can barely hear a faint voice. Soil. It looks like it wants fresh soil. Maybe we should guide it to some of the richer-looking patches. Buzzes for baby. The tiny seedling opens its leaves wide, like a baby bird waiting to be fed. It speaks in a very faint voice. Hungry. Want bugs. You can hear the buzzing of wasps to the south. Could they be what the little thing wants to feed on? So I've got a minfernal, which is the thing for rocks for burning things, and I've got a little baby plant. They're the two companions I need. I'm also looking for rich soil in this area. Somewhere. In this area, apparently. Oh, it's already found some of it. I'm not seeing any rich soil in this area. It found some. No, there's some here, I think. Yep. But there's not a lot of it. Yeah, Fel being allergic to seafood means most Japanese food doesn't work. The seedling pats its stalk with a rooty arm, as if full. It looks to have grown a bit, too. And it also had a bunch of gold on it. So I take the plant and I rip it into pieces and I plant it all over the place and hope that it's going to turn into a gold tree. Wait, is that not how it's going to work? What is that? Mimiron's booster part. It's a secret of Azeroth. Okay. Oh, I saw one of them on the door of... on the steps of the Dark Portal. This is the second. So maybe I can do this secret on my own without looking it up. So one of them is on the steps of the Dark Portal, which I'm going to visit as the very last thing I do. So if I can find another one before... So if I open this up and go to Secrets, Secrets of Azeroth, Community Clues, Mimiron's Jumpers, Mimiron's Booster Part, gets me combine first, second, and third booster part, which gives you Mimiron's Jump Jets, which is a flying mount. Neat. But there doesn't seem to be very much of this soil around, which is a real problem. What is going on? Like, I've gotten 3 so far. 4 so far. Five. God, they're hard to see, and they don't seem to be very prolific. 6. One more. One more soil. One soil more. I thought I saw one there. I didn't. I did see one there.
Congratulations.
The seedling coils its roots in what looks like a happy manner. We've grown so much bigger. It's time to shine. Time to spread our leaves in the sun. Time to take me to the sun. The sun is far away. but its light comes to us. Its light makes us big and strong again. The light comes down to the big branches and the little ones like ours. Over there, the sun comes to us in the north. Take us with you. Take us to dance. These roots were made for stomping, and that's just what they'll do. There are so many other spirits still trapped in rotting bodies here. Do you see? Iron Tree Stompers in the north. They're sick with demon stuff and icky with mold. Poor spirits inside them can't get out. You can help. Chop them down, and the spirits can get out. I'll put the spirits in me, and we can all be happy together when I grow up. Will you help, please? One of these days, these roots are gonna walk all over you. These roots were made for stomping. That's just what they do. People thinking of all these quests? The cleansing of the corrupted Fellwood. Yeah, no. It's,
Congratulations.
Singing in the sun, just singing in the sun. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy and fun. So warm and fresh and full of life, we love the sun, it makes us stronger. Soon, now very soon is the time of growing. Someone had been listening to a lot of musicals. Someone was basically had something running on their iPod while they were writing the quests for this. There was a guy or a girl at Blizzard. There was someone at Blizzard who was sitting there at their desk in a cubicle somewhere with their iPod going, writing quests for Fellwood.
Congratulations.
So happy, can you hear us? We're so many friends now. Bigger and bigger with each room for each friend. What happened? All that is cut will grow in time, the spirits endure. Something went wrong. I was trying to be offered a quest. Thank you, little human. I and others have tried so many times to grow this forest without success. The withered protector that lurks in the north is the only ancient to have grown to maturity since the ruining of the forest, but his body is sick and his mind is mad. Just as we've gathered the spirits of the treants, I would save those that dwell in him rather than leave them behind. Defeat him and let his spirits join me before I set my roots.
Congratulations.
Yes, it is time. It is time to say goodbye now. You have raised me from a seedling, brief though it was, and now I must rejoin the forest. Take me back to the hill where you found me on. There I will set my roots and grow in the shadow of the ancients that came before me.
Congratulations.
I can feel my branches surging with life. Rejoining the forest. Someday I will spread my branches across a renewed forest, full of life and hope. Farewell, Alexplorer. Have patience, and if you live long, you may see me again one day. And now, he is Tree. And it's possible if I come back here on different characters that have done this quest, Tree will just be there. Because the game will turn around and have this thing of, if this quest has been completed, render Tree. There he is. This circle wasn't here before.
Hello.
I'm here to put an end to your killing.
Congratulations.
Ishno, down
How
here.
noble of you to blindly kill without question, to come for my head on the barest word of another. Sheathe your fury and hear my tale first. You will see what noble ignorance has done to these lands. My kind has always been hated for what we do, despised, outcast, accursed of corruption beyond redemption. Yet if it was not for a demon hunter, these very woods would be the greatest stronghold of the burning legion on Azeroth. I speak of my master, Illidan Stormrage, the betrayer. See for yourself, see what occurred here when Illidan was first freed, and the demonic forces of the dreadlord Tichondrius ruled this forest completely unopposed. Illidan Stormrage says, I am free after 10,000 years, yet my own brother thinks I am a villain. I show him my true power. I show him that the demons have no hold over me. Arthur says, are you certain of that, demon hunter? Are you certain your will is your own? Illidan, you reek of death, human. You'll regret approaching me. Arthur says, come then, you'll find that we are evenly matched. Now, the interesting thing is, Illidan, the villain of the first expansion, Arthas, the villain of the second expansion. We could go on fighting like this forever. What is it you truly want? The dreadlord who commands this undead army is called Tichondrius. He controls a powerful warlock artifact called the Skull of Gul'dan. It is responsible for corrupting these forests. And you wish me to steal it? Why? Let's just say that I have no love for Tichondrius, and the Lord I serve would benefit from the Legion's downfall.
Congratulations.
Can I assist you?
And so my master set out to find the skull, risking his own life against an army of demons to find the source of corruption in Felwood. Imagine if he had not. Imagine what these woods would look like if the skull of Gul'dan had continued its work, undisturbed.
Farewell.
Illidan... Oh, come on.
I'm listening.
Illidan set out to find the skull of Gul'dan. He fought through armies of demons to reach it, slaying them with the power that made him an hated outcast. See him in battle, Paladin. Witness the one that fought the fiercest against the corruptors of Felwood, and struck at its source. Pay attention to the name Illidan. It's going to come up a lot.
Goodbye.
That is where the skull of Gul'dan is being kept. These paltry demons will not prevent me from claiming it. Wow, these things are actually hurting Illidan? That doesn't make any sense. Let's help him out a little. Doom Guards! Oh, I'm scared of Doom Guards. Now at least the demons will no longer corrupt the forests. But if I claim this power as my own, I will become stronger than any of Archimonde's lieutenants. Yes, the power should be mine. Uh-oh. Now I am complete.
Congratulations.
Oh dear. You are not prepared.
May I help?
Now you are beginning to see.
A sharp
Yes, Illidan took the power of the skull of Gul'dan for himself. But did he flee with it into the night? Did he use it for his own glory? No. His very first action was to use his new power to assault the Dreadlord Tichondrius. Witness his triumph, Paladin. Witness how Illidan reclaimed Felwood from the demons, and the thanks he was given.
Del Madres. Hello. Farewell.
Tichondrius, what? Who are you? Let's see how confident you are against one of your own kind, Dreadlord. I hit Tichondrius. That's a little disturbing. Foul demon, what have you done with my brother? Oh, this is Malfurion saying that. It is I, Malfurion. This is what I've become. No, Illidan, how could you? Malfurion and Tyrande, crikey. The leader of the undead has been destroyed, and the forests will heal in time. Malfurion, at the cost of your soul, you are no brother of mine. Be gone from this place, and never set foot in our lands again. Illidan, so be it, brother.
Congratulations.
Ah, man. No good comes of this. Do you see now, for doing what was needed to drive the demons from these lands, my master was banished. Now these druids pick up the pieces, patting themselves on the back for scrubbing the remaining vestiges of the Legion's forces. But that is not why I killed them.
Goodbye.
Now, bloody hell.
Del Diab.
Now that you've had a lesson in keeping an open mind, perhaps you'd like to learn why I killed those druids. The answer is simple. They're not druids at all. Demons still roam the ruins, now hiding in plain sight in the guise of friendly caretakers. See for yourself. This blindfold is soaked in demon blood. Take it north up the hills to Jadefire Run and place it on your eyes. It will show even the most obvious fool the true nature of any demon.
Del Madres.
What an awesome quest. The Imposter's Mask is a really interesting transmog. And this was another place people would come to farm fellcloth. Apparently they can't farm fellcloth anymore. Because the Jadefire satyrs that used to be here don't exist here anymore. I'm killing druids. But then again, that's what PvP is all about. You will tell no one. It sees us. Tear its eyes out. You will tell no one. Intruder! The intruder has entered the Jadefire. Run, master.
Congratulations.
Enough! Your enthusiasm is impressive, but foolish. Gazing through the veil for too long without practice will break your mind. The rest will be mine, Alexplorer. For now, I summon you back to me. I have been preying on these demonic impostors for some time now, and I have finally gleaned the location of their leader. It is none other than Archdruid Navarex, the leader of the Emerald Circle. The demon shields himself with innocence. If I entered Whisperwind Grove to hunt him, I would be set upon by ignorant protectors. But you can catch him unaware. Return to Whisperwind Grove, climb the Druid Tower, and you'll find Navarex at the top, in his room amongst the boughs. And what if I'm being betrayed and deceived by a servant of Illidan? I have to trust him. He's got an exclamation mark over his head.
What brings you here? Goddess, watch over you.
Peace be with you.
You're accused of being a demon in disguise, Navarex. That's even your real name.
Congratulations.
What are you doing in here? The Archdruid. How in the world? I must tell the others. You should find Huntress Salura right away. And the fastest way down is always to jump into the center of the building. I mean, the fastest way up was to fly, but I'm not doing that. It's hard to believe. I find it hard to believe everything you say, but the body of that demon is grim proof. I will order an investigation into the druids at Jadefire Run right away. Make sure my higher-ups know the demon hunter may be content to remain in exile.
Be careful.
Yeah, I'm checking again. I'm silly
How
like
may
that.
I help?
Get gabbing or get going.
Barely a crow's flight to the north, goblins ravaged this forest, clear-cutting it to fuel the war machines of the Horde and line their own pockets. This one pays enough pleasant words and crafted lies to the druids here for them to turn a blind eye, afraid to disturb the tenuous neutrality here. The Worgen of Talonbranch Glade have had enough. Join us. The Hippogriff Master can take you directly to our home. Den Mother Ulrika will welcome any human who wishes to fight.
Long live Greymane.
But first I need to bathe in the pure light waters of the Moonwell.
Elune Adore. Good luck.
So the Worgen have taken over Talonbranch Glade. Neat. Man, I like Felwood. So does that mean that the goblins have taken over this area? Belpore Village? I know the goblins have taken over that area, which is where there used to be a bunch of infernals. Things have changed in Felwood. This also used to be the main graveyard, so if you die down here, you'd have to run the entire length of the zone. Oh god, it was awful. Oh, this is different. This is very different. When I visit this in,
What brings you here?
Turtle, you'll see what I'm talking about. This is very different. There used to just be a human building here. Like, there was just a single building, and there didn't used to be like a big tree. Wow, this is all very different.
I offer service with a smile.
I am honored.
I have toiled long here with the Den Mother to spread the teachings of Cenarius and the ways of the wild. She has gained much of my trust, and in return, I have been allowed to introduce the spirits of the forest to her students. The company of wisps is a great honor, as well as a useful blessing. But now the goblins descend on us and seek to steal the wisps for nefarious use. Please prevent this blasphemy. Call the wisps back here from the western woods with this blessed branch, and keep them safe.
Goddess, watch over.
No time for dallying. The past must
Welcome
not
to
be
the home of my pack, Paladin. Prepare yourself.
Farewell.
A few of us here have lived in this land since the Scythe of Elune first passed through it. Most suffered through the fall of Gilneas. We have settled in this forest to learn the ways of nature and uphold its balance. In this cursed land, our cursed people have found a new way of life.
Good day.
The goblins are already upon us. We have tried everything in our power to warn the goblins to leave Iron Tree Clearing before we resorted to violence. As they turned a blind ear to us, we struck. And now rather than spare the forest, they would lay down their lives for greed. They will soon know the full extent of our fury. The battle rages just beyond our northern gate. Join our pack in glory and slay any goblin who dares come before us.
We are bound by a common enemy.
So I believe this was always here, although I don't think it was actually
Open for business.
a Worgen wagon, but there was a human wagon here with someone standing in front of it, and then there was a human,
Cheers.
just a human house. Or no, it was one of the little elvish houses that you would see all over Teldrassil and stuff. Sorry, not a human one. So similar. This place was similar to yeah. I'm catching wisps.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
They're like the houses, the night elf houses down here in the Emerald Sanctuary, those little houses. There was one of those here.
Ishnu Allah.
Thank you, Alexplorer. Now the Horde will not be able to defile these poor spirits to aid their brutish ways.
Alone light your path.
Gilneas will be reborn from the blood of our enemies.
May their blood water our tree. You fight well, Alexplorer.
Keep your enemies in your sights.
Iron Tree clearing must be raised. We can afford no mercy if we want to prevent the goblins from spreading their destruction through the entire forest. Alton Redding, my most trusted protector, has already led much of the pack around the enemy line to strike while they were distracted here. Seek him out to the west, overlooking the Iron Tree.
Remember, the beast in the shadows might be your salvation.
And my collection keeps growing. Riding through the fellwood. I've done a huge chunk of the zone today, though. He was stealth.
Waste my time.
Welcome to the pack, human. I hope you don't mind getting a bit uncivilized.
Off you go.
Disgusting, isn't it? Look at them. Pathetic little things that can't even toil with their own bodies. They stomp around in their massive metal shredders, carving the forest to splinters. I bet they think they're safe in there, all warm and cozy. Prove them wrong. Blaze north through the camp and destroy as many shredders as you can. Once you've spilled some blood, we're gonna take this place apart for good.
Careful out there.
I need to get closer.
Oh my lord, no! The Deadwood camp has been completely destroyed. No! Again, it was in. This was a Deadwood camp for like with a lake in the middle and everything for about 6 years, and it's been this for about 14. But this is what feels like new. It's a very weird sensation, knowing that what I'm looking at is the longest that it's been this way, but it still feels like it's a new change. It's very weird, and I know it's very strange. You can see why people crave classic servers. And my feeling is more that I wish they would add to retail the ability to progress. My feeling is I wish that in retail they would add the ability to pick the version of the zone that you want to play. So you could turn around and say, I want to play through the original classic, but still be able to like do what I'm doing, get to level 35 and just out level everything. Have all of the original quests as they were in classic and everything. And then turn around and say, and now let me go to post Cataclysm and on all of that. I think that would be great. This is but the first strike.
On your way. Move it.
I plan to use the goblins' greed and pollution against them. Any further despoiling of the land they have already carved here will be worth it to stop their further spread. Deep within Iron Tree Cavern, just below us, runs many pipes to pump oil through the ground across the entire clearing. Oh my god, this is so different. These pipes are attached to a master control pump at the very back of the cavern. Enter the cavern and sabotage the pump. Ensuing havoc will give us the opportunity for our final strike.
Watch your back.
The workers at Iron Tree Cavern below us have been driven out already. Something else has overtaken the cave. This works in our favor. I spotted at least a few of them dropping explosives as they fled. Explosives we'll need for the next part of our plan. Enter the cave and salvage any abandoned bombs you can find. When you're finished with that and the pump, we'll begin our final assault. I think there were elementals in the cave before. I think there were like living elementals or something. But again, I'm doing this from memory. I haven't been here on a classic server. So I'm having to remember from before Cataclysm came out. It could have been these things. Man, those things, killing those gave, oh no, it was the quest that gave a lot of rep with Gilneas. So yeah, these were the living elementals that you would farm. So the reason I was thinking living elementals is these things could drop living essence. So this stuff. So it seems that my memory was correct. Weird. And you may recognize this cave design. I think we first encountered it in Stranglethorn Vale while we were doing the Colonel Curzon stuff. But there's been a few caves that have used this particular style of map.
Congratulations.
Everybody's moved on. It's probably getting very late for people to keep watching.
I'm out of range.
Spine crawl. He wouldn't get killed very often. You flip a few switches on the pump and crank a large handle all the way to the right. There's a shuddering rumble in the nearby walls. So this and the, I think it was the Golaka hot springs in Unguru were the places that you would come to farm living essence. Trying to think if there were any others apart from like Diamond, which you would need a group for, so you'd be rolling for them and everything, and it wasn't really that good a way to do it. Oil leak! Oil leak! Someone's done flipped the switch! Ah, okay. No, I remembered wrong. I have to come this way. There's oil sludge everywhere now. Everything has changed to oil sludge.
Out with it!
Was I right? How many did you find? Perfect. I've had the pack gather explosives from the rest of the camp as well, and with these, we'll have just enough to get things started once the oil is flowing.
Off you go! Watch your back!
Your pump sabotage has caused pipes to break all over the camp. The goblins are in a panic over the geishas, and it's about to get worse. Take the gathered explosives and use them to set the geishas aflame. We're going to do as much damage to the camp as we can, and keep that oil from being used to fuel shredders, or worse, horde warships.
On your way! Careful out there!
Sad little cowards, look at them flee in panic! Don't let it fool you, Alexplorer. The second they've regained their wits, these goblins are going to spend every waking moment chopping this forest to bits and sending the pieces to the Horde's war effort. Don't give them the chance. Kill the workers throughout the Iron Tree clearing without mercy. Show them their greed has a price.
Off you go!
It would be interesting one time to do... I mean, I'm going to do a Horde run, but then do a comparison of what it's like doing Horde and Alliance at, like, sort of switching between them. So come to an area and do the Horde quests and then do the Alliance or the Alliance quests in the area. So you are seeing both at the same time. Nice sword. Oh, that's a cool looking sword. That's possibly nicer than the one I'm using.
Congratulations.
I think I've done it again. I've come to a place where I can't get up. I'm on the other side of the road to where I thought I was as well. So, yeah. Nobody's watching, everybody hates me. Think I'll do some quests.
Move it!
Look at them run. The lives one, that is. Glorious.
Watch your back!
Serves every last one of them, right? Let's hope those in charge send the rest of their greedy scavengers somewhere else.
Your way.
With the goblins scattered and their equipment destroyed, they'll either get the message and leave, or be easy pickings if they choose to stay. We have won here. We've fought as fiercely as any member of the pack, Alexplorer. Sorry, you've fought as fiercely as any member of the pack, Alexplorer. Return to Den Mother and let her know of our success. I'll be maintaining my watch.
Off you go!
Congratulations.
After which, I think I'm going to fly back to Emerald Sanctuary because I want to get Timbermore Hold to friendly before I run through Timbermore Hold. And I thought I was going to get Timbermore Hold rep up here, but apparently not, although I may get Timbermore Hold rep there. Now, I think I want to get it down south. Because you used to be able to grind Timbermore Hold rep up here, but you can't anymore because this is now a Horde versus Alliance quest. Because of course it is. They've given this area to the Horde, because of course they have.
You have my attention. We are not.
Let the goblins and all the Horde know we will not have offers of peace and sanctuary abused. Most of all, not in our new home. I'm grateful my people have found allies as bold as you, Alexplorer. This reward will represent your bond with our pack. You will always be welcome here.
Watch your back. We must face
The Timbermore Furbolg are the last known tribe of uncorrupted Furbolg. They huddle on the edge of these lands, ferociously defending their home of Timbermore Hold. Though they are proud creatures, they are in need of much assistance. Should you wish to help, follow the road north from here, and seek out them out at the entrance to Timbermore Hold. Speak with Nafian at the entrance to Timbermore Hold. That may give me the rep I need, actually.
How may I help you? What? No tip.
So if that gives me the rep I need to get to friendly, then I'll go in. If it doesn't... I mean, I can go through it neutral. I really like the rune sword look. That's a really nice weapon. So this has been Fellwood. I really like this zone. It's taken me, what, 3 hours to do Fellwood? And that's with everything being basically a one-shot. Oh, there's a couple of things here. Only those who have proven themselves to not be hostile toward the Timbermore may pass through the hold without fear of being attacked. Have you made an effort to earn our trust? The druids of Talonbranch Glade have assisted us before. We are still unused to friendly Worgen in these woods, but our people are also familiar with the sorrows and curses of curses and corruption. Sorrows that I hope you can aid us in, Paladin. There is a camp of Deadwood Furbolgs directly to our southwest. Corruption permeates the camp, and I wish to put an end to it before they become a problem. The Deadwood tribe is evil. but it is the effects of the fell that pollutes their minds. Their hostility is not truly an innate quality, yet they cannot be helped. It saddens me that we must fight our own brethren. Please, Alexplorer, I ask you to do what must be done. Simply spare me the details. Such troublesome images upset me far too much. I would prefer to do as much as we can to protect my people from the Deadwood tribe without slaughtering every last one of them. We've taken steps towards this before, and if you wish to prove yourself to the Timbermore tribe, I would ask you to do this as well. Look for the piles of weapons kept in Felpoor village to the southwest. Take as many as you can find. If we disarm the Deadwood tribe, we may be able to stop some bloodshed later. Donovan Snowden, dwarf woman, is friend of the Timbermore. We trade fire water. She is at Frostfire Hot Springs to the east through our cave. She needs help to beat up the Winterfall Furbolg. Maybe you will help her.
Congratulations.
I will at some point. Stupid Drizzle! I told him not to go. Drizzle wanted to steal more honey from Felpoor village. You know, just west of here. You can see it from the cliff. Anyway, I told him it was a dumb idea, but he went anyway. And then the Deadwood tribe got him, and I don't know what they're going to do. Please find him, Mrs. Human. Even if he is a dummy, I don't want Drizzle to get eaten.
Congratulations.
So, this camp... Oh, the goblins were further... Whoa, okay, now I'm confused. So the goblins were further west... So the Deadwood village is still there. I was just getting lost. So here's the... Right, okay, I was getting lost. So here is the Deadwood village, but the goblins were further along. I don't think this area was here before. I think this area here where the goblins were used to be all mountains. Yeah, I think this area used to be closed off. And there was nothing here, which is why I got confused. Okay. I mean, I was wrong. I'm not one of these people to say, oh, I was right and no, I was wrong. I was just flat out dead wrong. Absolutely 100% dead wrong. I am the guy who's often wrong on the internet. It's amazing how many people, when they make mistakes, will like, no, I couldn't have been wrong. It must have been someone else. No. People learn to be wrong. You have found one of Deadwood Furbolg's ritual totems. The totem itself is a nondescript construction, but a palpable sense of despair emanates from it. If there were any object that might be best to exemplify the corruption that Deadwood Furbolgs suffer under, this item would clearly be it. One of the Furbolgs inside Timbermore Hold may have use for such an item. That is, if you've earned trust enough for them to speak with you. You need to be friendly. But that will happen soon. And again, you used to farm these over and over and over. You'll notice I'm getting headdress feathers. And there's the chieftain, who I will be sent to kill at some point, but he'll have respawned by the time.
Congratulations.
Help! Please help! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to get caught. They grabbed me and put this chain on me and left me here. I can't move and my leg fell asleep and I'm hungry. The chief has the key. Chieftain Bloodmore. The other one said he's in the north end of the camp. Please hurry, don't leave me here alone. I just killed him and I didn't get a key. I'm sorry, you're going to have to wait until he respawns.
Congratulations. I'm out of range.
How did I know I could do this loop up to the north? Because I've spent many hours of my life farming this camp. Often with friends, guildies and I would come here and we would just farm rep together. Because two people farming together would be one person farming would be at speed 1, two people farming would be at speed 4, 5 people farming would be like you'd keep the entire area dead. You'll notice I'm well into friendly now. This is way faster than it used to be. Did you get the key? Thank you, thank you. I'm getting out of here right away. Ask Furley, and if Furley sent you here, don't tell her I was crying. Vest of sobbing. I think the only flying I did in this zone is when I got to the edge that looked down over Darkshore, and I flew down to have a look at where the waterfall went down. So I don't think I've done any flying apart from griffin points in this entire zone. Deadwood of the North. Sent that you have achieved victory. Victory, such a hollow word considering what had to be done. Regardless, you've proven yourself to be worthy of our trust. It may take some time before the Timbermore welcome you without hostility within the hold. No, not anymore. Still, your perseverance will erode any suspicion my brethren may have about you. So long as you never betray us and raise weapons against us, we will find common ground. Did you have the weapons? Thank you, human. An action like this will go a long way towards proving yourself as an ally of the Timbermore. And that was Felwood quests done. The threat of corruption comes not only from the Deadwood Furbolgs to the south, but also from the east and the Winterfall Furbolgs of Winterspring. If you wish to further aid us, speak with Sulphur on the other side of the hold by the Winterspring entrance. Follow the path to the left to reach it. Travel through Timbermore Hold and exit into Winterspring. Speak with Sulphur, who stands guard outside the entrance to a Timbermore Hold. While you have proven yourself to me, you may need to continue to work towards proving yourself to the suspicious brethren of my tribe. To that end, I may be able to continue assisting you. Some of the Deadwood Furbolg get Deadwood headdresses. And I'm now honoured already with the Timbermore. Like, I haven't even gotten into the hold, and I'm already honoured just by doing the quests. So that gives you an idea of just how much they've sped this up. Because what would happen is you'd do the Felwood quest and you'd still have to run through here while these guys were attacking you. If you wanted to get to Winterspring quickly. That 2,000 rep is just insane. And welcome to the heart of Timbermore Hold. There was a vendor here. I think, is it this guy? If you bring me rune cloth, if you bring me enough, then I will give you something in trade.
Congratulations.
Just rep. It's probably not worth it. Oh, he's a tailoring trainer, that's right. And he sells recipes. Which I don't need. I used to, because some of these, like the enchant weapon agility, which required honored, oh, these don't require exalted anymore. That I think one of these used to require exalted. I thought it might have just been revered, but even that Mantle of the Timbermore used to be a really good healing item. What? Okay, I don't have the appearance of it. I could make it, but it requires Mooncloth, Essence of Earth, Living Essence, and Ironweb Spider Silk, which is going to be a pain in the bum to get. But I can make that on my tailor. Hello, Kerner. Yes, Paladin. What can I assist you with? You walk among us peacefully, though there is assuredly something amiss. I sense something troubling. This totem. I recognize it as one of the Deadwoods, but it is thick with the stench of decay. Whatever foulness has turned our brethren against us is surely present in this object. You were wise to bring this to us, Alexplorer. Perhaps through study and ritual, we can uncover what it is that pollutes the minds of our brethren. Thank you, friend. Please accept these offerings in exchange for your find. Now, there are two paths out of here. And what I should possibly do is change the order that I'm going to do these. I have completed Fellwood. And if I remember correctly, north is the path that will get me so far through this already. North is the path that will get me to a very interesting zone. It's a path that you would need to be level 50 or probably 55 is the earliest you can get here on most characters, unless you're a druid, at which point you learn how to teleport to this zone at like level 10. Because what we're about to do is go to the druid zone, which is Moonglade. I love this. There's just this little log house just here, just in the middle of the tunnel. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Moonglade. Now, I did play World of Warcraft Classic for a few months, and the last thing I ever did on Classic was we did a big meetup, because the server we were playing on was the Remulos server, and I was playing on quite a large guild. Like I had a lot of fun playing it, but I had to stop because it was just taking up too much time. So what we did is, because we were playing on Remulos, we did a big meetup here at Keeper Remulos.
Nature is restless.
The Emerald Dream has become a dangerous place. I grow increasingly concerned for those who have sacrificed their waking life in Azeroth in hope of saving it. Now, if we're going to go into Winterspring as my next zone, which I absolutely am, my favourite mount needs to change to the Winterspring Frost Saber. Another mount that I ground in Classic that took a very long time. Yes, I spent a lot of time playing this game. But yes, we did a meetup here in WoW Classic on the Remulos server. And it was pretty much one of the last things I ever did. but this is Winterspring, the Druid zone. And Druids get the ability to teleport here and can kind of use it as a hub. So if they ever need to get out of anywhere, they can teleport to Winterspring. There's a few items here
Hello.
that are apparently purchasable. And this is also where, as part, there's a quest here.
Elune be with you.
Alexplorer, we've heard much about you in your previous accomplishments. It's good that you've come here just as Azeroth finds itself in a time of great need. Deathwing's minions are attacking Hyjal. No, I don't want to do this yet. I'm nowhere near. So this will be when I do Cataclysm. So I need to say, for start of Cataclysm, Mount Hyjal, pick up the starting quest in Moonglade. So I have a list of the zones for doing Cataclysm, and I've just put a note in Mount Hyjal. See, there's a Druid trainer here, so Druids could always get to there.
Hello. Del Madres.
So Neriana can sell the Sylvan Shortbow.
Feel free to browse. Goddess watch.
But isn't. Greener. She can sell the formal Danguri, the green wedding hanbok on the red traditional hanbok.
Ishnu Dal Dieb.
Why are you saying... Oh, because these are ones... I've got these ones. The red traditional, she doesn't have at the moment. The green wedding... I've got the dark green wedding, but she's got the green wedding, which I don't have. The formal, which I don't have, and the red traditional, which I don't have, but she doesn't have them on her at the moment. And Lorelei Wintersong, 4840. Which is south of where I am. Her. She can sell a nature beacon. But doesn't have it at the moment.
Farewell.
Oh, it's a toy. It's a teleport toy. Maybe I need to be here on a druid. But there's a flight point, which I should get.
What brings you here?
Which I can't use because it says you're not a druid.
Bless you.
Great, thanks. You are correct, I'm not a druid. Well spotted. But there is a flight point here that I think I can use.
Hello.
See?
Be careful.
And this is such a pretty zone. Look at this lake. And there are holiday events that take place here as well. But yeah, an entire zone basically just for the druids. And they get to teleport here so that they can train very early on. Although training's not a thing anymore. There's a barrow den here? I didn't remember that. Wow. I didn't remember there being a barrow den here. It's not a big one though. So yeah, kind of the only flight masters in the game that I think are class locked. I could be... Oh no, there might be Death Knight ones in Eastern Plaguelands. But yeah. And the music here in Moonglade is just really nice. Now, can I take advantage of the inn and use this as a log-off point? I don't think I want to set my Hearthstone here, though. When I go into Winter Spring, I will set my Hearthstone in Everlook when I get that far. But this is such a pretty zone. I mean, it's not as if I care about rest XP, so I could just log off anywhere. So I might log off next to one of the vendors.
I am listening. Good luck, friend.
The vendor that's probably most important is this one.
My goods are of the highest quality. May the stars guide you.
And with that, I might call this a session. That was 3 hours of Fellwood. And such a beautiful little zone. There's just something magical about Fellwood. I've always loved it. And of course, Winter Spring is just going to be incredible. I'm really looking forward to this one. And then I move into two zones that I'm not a huge fan of, which will be basically the final two zones to do, though the instances, the dungeons in those zones, I absolutely love. So it's two zones with the quests in those zones being good, but not great, although I only remember the classic versions, and then moving into, but with two phenomenal dungeons. And then we're going to do a couple of little tours, and then we're going to walk through. I'm hoping walking through the Dark Portal will take me to Burning Crusade rather than Draenor. We'll have to find out. If it doesn't, I've got a way of starting off as if I'd walked through the Dark Portal. I'll just teleport to the capital city, fly to the Dark Portal, land on the Dark Portal and say, and now we've walked through the Dark Portal. It'll be fine. It's a little crappy, but it'll be fine. So yeah, that's it.
Free to browse. Asha Fela.
Thank you everyone for watching. Not many people did, but everyone logs on right as I'm about to finish. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed Fellwood. Fellwood is such a wonderful zone. It's the reason it's been my thumbnail for the last part of the journey. I thought I would get all of this done in 40 sessions, so I made thumbnails up to 40. So I've got 37, 38, 30. I've got 4 more thumbnails. I don't think that's going to be enough. I think I'm going to have to make another thumbnail to finish it all off. And maybe I'll do something of the Dark Portal, as in, like, I'm almost about to walk through the Dark Portal. And I've already made the thumbnail for the start of Burning Crusade, because that's going to be pretty stunning. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this one. And as always, good luck finding the quests that make you happy. Bye everyone.